Good morning. Happy Thursday. We have made it to yet another end of our e-learning week. Hope you guys had a great week. I wanted to kind of follow up from the message that I sent on It's Learning yesterday about these videos. Most of you are watching the morning videos that I put in LA, but then it drops off for science. And I mentioned that it takes a lot of time and effort, and it does. But I want you to just think about it as, being in school. If you walked into my class after I had taught a lesson, maybe I'm teaching for a small lesson, 10 to 15 minutes, and you're out of the room that whole time, and then you come into an assignment to try to do, but you missed the lesson. That's kind of what it's like if you're skipping the videos. Now, sometimes it's not some earth-shattering breakthrough that I'm going over in these lessons, but they aren't optional. My goal is to cover some information or give you some information and then have you practice that skill or use that information for the assignment that I give. So just like you wouldn't skip the lesson in class and then just try to do the work, I want you to watch the video and then do the assignment. You would be in school from 8 to 2:35 on a normal day. And I know it's not just language arts and science classes that you're expected to do. You're supposed to do math and social studies. And at the bare minimum, it's those, right? But then you can do specials and band. But I don't think asking you to watch a 7 or 10 or even if it was 20 minutes long video, I don't think that's, something that you shouldn't be able to do. You should. You've got the time. It is supposed to be school in these 3 days. So I just encourage you to watch the videos. I've gotten several comments back saying, yes, do the videos. Some people say, I like to hear what you have to say. I want to see your face. It makes me feel like I'm still in school. Because the alternative to that is me finding a lesson over what I'm teaching or going over that day in a different format, and then just increasing the assignments that you would do, or find a worksheet that you would have to get the lesson from. So I appreciate all of you who do log in every day or at least a couple times a week to watch the videos and to do the assignments. So just keep that up. If you're already doing that, I appreciate it. Moving on, perspective. Yesterday, I mentioned, how the author feels about the topic. And I found this really funny thing that's so appropriate for right now, because so many people are working from home, right, that aren't normally at home. And I found this a newspaper article where it looks like it's 2 different articles on the same topic about people working from home. And the one point of view is the dog of the house, and one is the cat of the house. And I have both, and I love cats, but I also know cats are usually pretty big jerks, and they don't really like you, and you feel like you're invading their territory and interrupting their 20 hours of sleep a day. And dogs love you and are excited when you're home, and even if you leave to go outside for 5 minutes and come back in, they're wagging their tails and they're so excited to see you. So I found this, and it's a perfect example of how different perspectives can be on the same topic. So the dog's headline is, "Why not work from home forever?" And then the cat's headline is, "America needs to get back to work." So I thought that was kind of funny to get those different perspectives from our pets that we are spending a lot of extra time with. And I also have a short story that I'm going to read to you today all about perspective. It is called "They All Saw a Cat." And I want you to pay attention to what the cat looks like on each page, because the cool thing about this book, it's very short. The cool thing about this book is, depending on who sees the cat looks different. depending on who sees it. So I just want you to pay really close attention to what the cat looks like on each page. This is by Brendan Wenzel, by the way. The cat walked through the world with its whiskers, ears, and paws. And the child saw a cat. And the dog saw a cat. And look what the cat looks like to the dog's perspective. And the fox saw a cat. Yes, they all saw the cat. Look at the cat from the fox's perspective. Like a big, fat, tasty treat, right? The cat walked through the world with its whiskers, ears, and paws. And the fish saw a cat. Because that's what the fish would see, right? From its perspective. And the mouse saw a cat. What do you think the cat looks like to the mouse? Like an evil killing machine, right? This one's my favorite. And the bee saw a cat. Yes, they all saw the cat. Isn't that cool? The cat walked through the world with its whiskers, ears, and paws. And the bird saw a cat. Look from the bird's perspective, way up there. And the flea saw a cat. All that flea sees is that fur and that skin to hide in. And the snake saw a cat. I love this. And the skunk saw a cat. And the worm saw a cat. And the bat saw a cat. Yes, they all saw the cat. Can you think of why it would look like that? Yes, they all saw a cat. I love this picture. Kind of puts together all the different parts that each animal saw into one crazy looking cat. A child and a dog and a fox and a fish and a mouse and a bee and a bird and a flea and a snake and a skunk and a worm and a bat. The cat knew them all, and they all knew the cat. And the cat walked through the world with its whiskers, ears, and paws. Then it came to the water. And imagine what it saw. The end. So hope you enjoyed that book. They all saw a cat. Just kind of shows, depending on who you are and where you are and your experiences and your background, that you may see something completely different than someone else. So I'm going to talk to you really quickly about the book Schooled. I think all of you have a copy of that book by now. If you did not get your copy, let me know right away. I am planning on doing some work in LA with that book next week. You do not have to have any of it read yet unless you want to or already have. I'm just going to start with the first couple of chapters. I'm going to do a couple of read alouds and ask you to do some things just based on those first couple of chapters. And we'll see how that goes. And if that works well, then I'll keep doing that at least for a few more chapters. Probably won't have time to read the whole book together, but my goal would be for you to enjoy the book and get into that book while I can read it with you and to you, and then maybe you will end up wanting to finish it on your own. So that's it for today. Make today a great day. Let me know if you have any questions about your work today. You're just doing a quick writing assignment based on Earth Day, and then I made science really quick and simple with no video for today. Make it a great day. Have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you next week.